Things are not going so well as we have hoped for many African descendants that are returning back home to Africa from all over the diaspora, North America, South America, and the Caribbean. Hi there, my name is Stefan, your Afro-Grenadian ambassador. I welcome you all back to my channel. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel, ring the notification bell, and watch all the ads that are placed on my videos. There are some local Africans that are disgruntled with the fact that African descendants are returning back home, most so specifically to Ghana, because they have the money. Well, this was a heated exchange between local Africans and African descendants, expressing the feelings, the thoughts, the views about each other. Let's take a listen and then we'll come back and talk all about it.
When you hear these people come and say, hey, this is a beautiful country, we need to reinvest back on the continent, how does that make you feel?
I feel it's because they have money. That's why they are coming back home. But for me, I want to leave the country because the economy here is very bad.
Okay. Let me hear one more person at the back.
I would love to leave the country. Like, just as they are saying, when they were coming, they came with money, which is making their life comfortable. But we in the country, people are struggling on the street. If such person get opportunity, in fact, the person will leave the country.
Prof, what do you make of it when you hear that the local population here already has an assumption that you're wealthier, that there's an income disparity inbuilt?
I had translators coming from the University of Ghana at a conference that I just had, and we hired them to teach Chi. They had two students. From the two students who were paying them, they were able to get enough money to pay their entire master's degree for 1 year. And that was a message that they learned. There's someone in the world who wants any skill that you know how to do, and they're willing to pay you richly to do it.
Let me ask Jeff what he thinks here, because he is swallowing hard. I don't know if you think this is great advice or if you see it as somewhat condescending. What are your views?
I heard my sister from behind me say that these people have money coming in. Yes, they may think that what they have is not enough for them as they come in here, but it brings a certain gap. But at the end of the day, once the prices go up, it doesn't come down. And we are the ones who suffer eventually. And that is a problem we are facing here today. Their presence is actually creating a problem for us economically.
Mr. Kwesi, obviously these emotional sentiments have the potential to become something else, xenophobia, Afrophobia. Are you just telling people come in, or are you putting in place strategies so that integration is sustainable and seamless?
When we started a year of returning, the prices of goods more than quadrupled because people thought, hey, this is a year of return, we have an opportunity, let's milk it. But then we had to meet with people at the art center, with the tour operators, with hotels to explain to them that we are in this for the long term, that this is not just an open window for you to cash in. So when I talk about cultural integration, it's also looking at how do we make sure that people understand what we are doing and they are not taking advantage of our brothers and sisters who are coming back.
We are happy they are here, and would wish that we can coexist with them without having any problem whatsoever. If we see our brothers and sisters, irrespective of even the color, even if it's a white person coming to buy something, let the pricing be as it is. You understand? And maybe governments and the state agencies need to establish some kind of price control regimes so that everywhere you go, the prices will be the same.
So very heated exchange indeed. There was a lot of mixed emotions. A lot of emotions, about between the local Africans and the Afro descendants that are returning back home. And the question arises that some of us who are intended to go back home, who, maybe planning of moving back to Africa, should we have second thoughts of what we are doing? Should we start having second thoughts and not just quickly relocate back to Africa because it's where we come from? It's home. After many years of separation and cultural, differences, will it backfire? That's a question. All of these questions are being asked. Will this returning back home to Africa, whichever country you may go, which is Ghana, you have a lot of African countries, nations are opening the doors for Afro descendants, which is good, but will this quickly meet resistance? Will this backfire? Because there are some local Africans, as much as there are many local Africans who embrace the fact that Afro descendants are returning back home, there are quite a few that do not accept such move or initiative. Some have different perspective of that. You know, there are some local Africans who have a different perspective, so to speak, and not really supportive of Afro descendants returning back home. You know, as you have heard, some of the local Africans said that some of them are returning back home, some Afro descendants are returning back home, all because they have the money, they are wealthier than us, and they are living a comfortable lifestyle, while we, the local Africans, are suffering. You know, the prices are going up. As you have heard, one local African said that their presence, which is the Afro descendants, is creating an economic problem for them. You know, the economy is inflation is going up. So I don't know how true that is, but some African descendants, especially African Americans and other African descendants that are relocating, have been complaining about, you know, people are jacking up the prices because they think they have money. They come out from the West. You know, the local, some of the, not all, but some of the local Africans are taking advantage of them, basically, so to speak, when it comes to certain prices, because the moment that they hear that they come out from the West, they are coming from the West, or the moment they think that you are from, you know, you are coming out from the Western Hemisphere, so to speak, you have money. And so guys, it's it's a very sensitive topic, but you know, I say this to say, should we have second thoughts? Should we start having, those of us who are in the diaspora, those of us black people, you know, African descendants, probably want to go and visit, maybe want to go and leave, have intentions of relocating. Should we have second thoughts? Should we start, you know, should we start asking ourselves the questions, you know, what if, you know, should we have a plan B? You know, but I really do hope that there will be some kind of resolution between the local Africans and the African diaspora descendants that are returning back home. Eventually, there will be differences. All right, we are one people, but because of years of separation, cultural differences, there will be some kind of misunderstanding. Eventually, there will be some. It will not be all bed of roses, you know, and that is, you know, sometimes unity comes when there are differences. Sometimes differences brings unity, right? Sometimes. So I don't know, guys. Let me hear what are your thoughts in the comment section below. But this is my view and my opinions. Let me hear what you think about this. Thank you guys for watching. God bless you. Until next time.